sir. 2 bolts there. Is that right? Just 4 bolts. Alright, let's see here. Alright, it looks like we are back here again. Hey, Faber. Yoss just, nope. Yep, so we're just going to kind of see if this is a little bit smoother now. So I noticed at the 1080p it was definitely a little bit choppy when we're moving the camera around and stuff. So hopefully this ends up working a little bit better. It's the John Deere causing issues. Well, that might be a problem then, because I think we're actually going to take this thing out for a little cruise here right now, actually. Go run down and kind of check on our next job. So that is one problem with, I don't get a very good view of actually what I'm looking at type of thing unless I'm holding the GoPro, because it is like a 5-second delay between the phone and the GoPro itself even here. So yeah, I think that'll maybe work. Hello again, Vanessa and John. Thank you guys for popping back in. Yeah, like I said, we're going to take the John Deere for a little cruise out here and make sure everything works. Oh, that's always fun there, John, especially on mowers. You never know. Mowers can be kind of interesting when you're trying to work on them type of thing. They're very tight sometimes. All right, let's see here. This is the second time I've drove this thing, so I still don't exactly know how this thing actually runs here. There we go. Yes, and hello, David. How are you, buddy? We're gonna, take the little John Deere Gator out for a cruise, except I don't, let's see. Okay, you gotta have your foot on the brake to change the gears. That's good to know. And we should be, well, we're out of park, so that's good. Yeah, so right now we're just gonna run down and go look at the tractor and see if I can get the little tractor started. Yeah, but so far this looks like it's working pretty good. This will be a good test driving around in the Gator to see if we drop a bunch of frames when we're moving here. But yeah, I'm actually really enjoying the quality of it here right now. Looking good. Yeah, that dash flashing is just part of how screens record other screens type of thing. So I don't think there's any way you can get around that, just because that's how LED screens work, is it's actually flashing like a bunch. I'll see you here, and actually wonder, I might use the Gator as kind of a phone stand here. We can get this thing going. I just kind of want to see if this thing will actually start or not. Okay, so that's looking like it's working okay. Let's see. I could set you guys out here. Actually, we'll hop in the tractor. Oh yeah, no, it's, most people wouldn't even know about that, Vanessa, unless you're recording videos and stuff all the time. I had no idea until I started making videos that was even a thing. We're gonna have to get this thing all hooked up here too. Actually, yeah, you guys have no idea what I'm doing here, but I'm gonna get the auger hooked up because we do have some fertilizer coming as well, so. But we're gonna see if this thing fires up. It might be a little cold still, but you never know with some of these good old tractors here. I kind of keep forgetting there's a door on that thing too that I need to shut. We'll see how this thing does here. So our starter button's actually over on the side of the tractor here, so it's a little interesting. Oh, it wants it maybe. There we go. Not too bad. All right, let's take the Gator back. Good old little Farmall there. Yeah, Matt, this whole Farmall, it's a lot of work running the auger, so. buddy? Oh, that's gonna be pretty sweet there, David. Yeah, the Colossus stuff is pretty cool. All right, yeah, we'll hop back in here. We're gonna run this back to the shop, then we're gonna run over here and get all this stuff hooked up. Then we'll actually move the auger too. Well, let's see here. I feel weird holding two cameras at once type of thing. Let's see, and I wonder if this will start when we're actually in gear, if we have to be in park. All right, that's neat. Now we're gonna try not to hit the tractor here. It's so weird having a Gator with doors on it. I am 110% not used to that. Actually, we're gonna run out and look at the big John Deere tractor while we're in the Gator here. See how muddy it is back here. Because yeah, we are trying to get ready for seeding, but it kind of keeps raining and snowing and having all kinds of weird weather. Alright. Actually, it seems pretty dry out here too. That's kind of good. It's looking good out here. So actually, I'll show you guys what I need to work on the air seeder here too. So obviously we're gonna have to go through our just normal kind of stuff on it, but right now the very first things we're gonna have to do is get these tires fixed up, because yeah, they're both flat. You can see this one is flat, so is that one over there too. Kind of annoying, but yeah. And then we'll have to just go through and check our hoses and grease everything and make sure everything kind of works. And fun job getting this thing ready to go. Big ol' air seeder. Yeah, that is a sweet little side-by-side. Yep, exactly, Charles. Do you say drift it there, Keg? I like that, buddy. And how's it going there, Mama Bear? Nice to see you. Yeah, it is a big old tractor there. We'll have to definitely do some live streams when we're out in the field seeding and stuff too. And actually, it might be kind of interesting with the GoPro, because I did get a magnetic mount for it. So I'm almost wondering if I can even maybe kind of like have it mounted out here or something like that. And then be able to do live streams while I'm actually running it from inside the cab there too. Hey there, Josh. Nice to see you, buddy. We're doing kind of a little test here again with the GoPro, and that's why I'm holding my phone right now. We're not using Restream, so should be a little bit higher quality stream today. Hey Eric, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, so we're actually just getting ready to move an auger, but we're out here looking at the big John Deere tractor and air seeder right now as well there too. So just kind of running around in the new Gator looking at some stuff. Old grain dump truck? Oh, are you talking about the blue one over there? Oh, man, it's so, it's like I keep saying, it's so weird having doors on a side-by-side. I'm not used to that yet. Yeah, you're probably talking about that blue one right there, aren't you? Yeah, that thing is pretty sweet. Actually, I don't know if I want to show that one off right now. Yeah, I'll have to show that one off a different time there too. It's not quite set up for streaming right now, so. But yeah, that's the tractor we got started over there. We're gonna get it hooked up to that auger. And then we're actually going to get the auger set up. Unless you were talking about that grain truck too. That's our old Ford one we got. But we're going to get it set up in this bin right here, because we might actually end up having some fertilizer coming tonight type of thing too. So let's see here. We're going to maybe try to get this guy parked back in here. I parked back in here. And we got just a mess of stuff in here too. Don't mind that. I'm gonna grab a quick drink while we're in here too. All right. Yeah, you guys that just popped in here too, we did just get this thing done and fired it up for a little bit and it's working, so that is good to see. Also, the Freight Shaker batteries are dead as I've ever seen them, so it's been charging all morning and it still won't even start, but hopefully it's nothing too bad that's wrong with it and just some bad batteries. Let's see here. Oh yeah, so David, that is a 60-foot wide air seeder. So yep, 60 feet of fun we got with that one. Yes, it did all melt, Mama Bear. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, we use so much duct tape for everything around here, Keith. And yeah, how's it going there, Keith? Nice to see you, buddy. Actually, yeah, it's like, actually I want to duct tape up the license plate on that one truck. So one thing I am kind of careful about is making sure I cover up the important information on the license plates. Yeah, it's one of the other older grain trucks there. Is our old Ford one. You know, and it looks an awful lot like Mack trucks. So I don't know if Mack and Ford trucks were both owned by the same company or what. Well, no, that's just our main auger there actually, Keg. So yeah, this one's a lot newer than this old yellow one here. Yeah, this is kind of the old one. It's our backup one if we ever do need something, kind of thing. There's one of the cats out there too. They're probably looking for some mice right now. So, but yeah, this one's just a whole lot newer. Oh really, Groot? That would be so nice. Yes, it does, Vanessa. Oh, Nightbot got Keith. Yeah, actually you're gonna see that in just a bit there, Keg, unless you're busy and you're gonna be leaving. But yeah, once I get this thing hooked up, we're gonna actually get this thing set up in the bin, or somewhat set up anyways. So actually here, I'm gonna set you guys up here and hopefully this works out. You guys can see how I actually hook a tractor up here too. Hopefully that's an okay angle there. Figure out kind of the best way to do this type of thing. Unless I set you guys on the ground over here. That's maybe actually not too bad, just like that. I think that's pretty decent. Very first thing we're gonna have to do is kind of jack this thing up. So that way we can actually get it there. You know, I wouldn't complain about that, Keith. Let's see here. Hopefully I got a pin inside the tractor there too. If you guys are wondering why I actually shut the tractor off there, it's because our brakes don't actually work very well on this thing. So yeah, our parking brake's about non-existent. All right, and that's locked in. We don't even hook that up because we're not going super far or fast with this thing. So next step's gonna be getting the PTO shaft hooked up. So yeah, it's actually kind of fun because you guys don't get to see how everything actually gets hooked up and how long it actually takes in Farming Simulator. I actually take my sweatshirt off because it's actually getting really nice out here with the sun out now. So let's see, and hopefully I got a rag in here as well somewhere, maybe not. Actually, I think what we're gonna do is wait to hook this up until we're lined up at the bin there. See, I'll just double check and make sure we do have tires that are inflated somewhat properly. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's actually a little hole right here, so that's how I'm grabbing stuff out of the tractors. Just our little kind of handy hole here. And now I got to remember which side we actually hook up to on this thing. Pretty sure it's just the yellow here. But yeah, whenever you're hooking up hydraulics, I can't find my rag. Could have swore we had one over there somewhere. Not. No, we're just gonna spray it good and clean then, I guess. But yeah, it's always like to use a little starting fluid, aka some ether, just to kind of clean things off there quick. Because yeah, you don't want a bunch of dirt get inside your hydraulic system on your tractors or on your implements, so that's why we're cleaning it off like that. Actually kind of clean this thing off cheap and easy way. We're just going to use our sweatshirt there, make sure it's nice and clean. We're happy with that. Hopefully it doesn't fall down in the sand. Open up our little cover here, try to spray out as much gunk as we can in there. This thing is out, but that's pretty clean. So then how we hook up a hydraulic line is all we got to do is come over here. We're hooked up, and then we got to flip our little handle, and that's going to allow oil through there. So not too shabby. And then we'll let this guy down, and then we're going to hop back in the tractor and head over to the bin. Actually, while I'm sitting here doing this, I might throw my phone here, that way I can kind of see what chat's looking like. Hey there, Trio, how's it going? I'm innocent. What did you do? Oh, from Nightbot. I was like, what did you do now? There we go. That'll work. And now we're going to pop back in the tractor. And like I said, we're going to, well, actually, we're going to make sure everything works here first, and then we'll take it over the bins. But I'm going to have to flip the handle on. Okay, it is open, so we should be good there. Yeah, actually, I think, yeah, we're probably good to go there. Hopefully, I can get you guys a nice angle inside the tractor. You can see everything. All right. Let's hop up in here again. Hopefully you guys can see what's going on. Let's see here. It might be simplest if I just kind of put you guys right up to here. That good enough for you? You guys will get to be kind of the front view, I guess. That way you can kind of see where we're going and everything. Yeah, at this point it'd be kind of simpler if I had the like head thing for my GoPro set up, but and we're moving. this thing in neutral. And I'm going to show you guys one more thing here. Oh, nice there, Keg. That's awesome. Yeah, if you guys don't know, Keg's actually working on a map of our farm and kind of the surrounding area out here too. So that's going to be really cool. But we're going to see if we can get this thing going up and down here. Alright. So it definitely is not super fast, but we just want him somewhat off the ground so we're not dragging or anything like that. Alright here. I said let's go for a little cruise here now. Hopefully the GoPro doesn't fall over because there's a good chance it just might. Opened up. So yep, like I said, be going right in that guy there, but first we got to open the top on this thing. And honestly, actually we don't even really need to open the top on it because we're just going to kind of mock up everything so that way we know we're going to be good to set up. But then I'm actually going to set it up and then take it down type of thing, which it'll make more sense here in a little bit type of thing. So I might actually set you guys over here on the spraying setup, and that way you guys can kind of watch me set this thing up here, because it's going to be a lot of running back and forth and everything. Yes, so yes, yeah, how's it going there, Magnum? And yes, it's a good old Farmall we got out here. So the 806 diesel, we actually got some fertilizer coming, and surprisingly it's not coming from you guys up in Canada, it's actually coming from south of us, I think Utah or Idaho. So yeah, the old 806 diesel, I'm going to be backing this thing up here, and like I said, I'm trying to get it kind of somewhat set up anyways. Yeah, like I said here, we'll just kind of set him up over there. See if this works out. So I wonder if I can zoom here just a second. Like I said, we're just kind of trying out all kinds of different things here. So now it does not look like I can change any of the actual GoPro camera settings. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll actually set you guys up on top of the old Ford here and use that as a stand. It's a little tiny bit closer. I think that'll be nice. At least it's not windy or anything, but all right, I will be back in a second. Like I said, I'm gonna be running back and forth and it's gonna get a little crazy here, so. Actually pretty close here now. It's not perfect, but like I said, we're just kind of mocking it up right now. So we're actually gonna go kind of go over to the other side and look at it from another angle type of thing here too. So just to kind of see how everything looks. Let's see here. Hopefully. Yeah, it must be there, Keg, because yeah, usually, so we always kind of get our stuff from Canada, but just wherever it's coming out of, and well, wherever the companies we buy it from actually get it from. So you can actually, you guys can't even see it, but we're a little bit off there. I guess you guys might be able to see it, but I'm looking through the GoPro screen and it's pretty tiny, so. But yeah, we need to go forward probably about a foot and I think we'll be okay, so. Otherwise, that's not too bad. Oh, nice, Magnum. Yeah. Oh, these old 806 are great tractors. It's like, I don't know if my grandpa bought this one new or not. I'm pretty sure he said he did buy it new. And yeah, we've had it since what, the early 60s or late 50s, I think, something like that. Say it's an old tractor, but yeah, it runs the auger, so it does what we need it to type of thing. Ever climbed up after? Oh yeah. Yeah, so yeah, we climb up there sometimes. I don't like using those ladders more than I have to, just because with fertilizer, it's extremely corrosive, so things kind of get chewed up, but yeah, so on pretty much every single other bin on the farm here, we don't have that fancy little rope for opening the tops. You actually have to go on top and open them, so. Ooh, you know, Magnum, I guess I don't even know how much horsepower those things have. I've never even really thought to look at it, so. It's not something that's like I need to do or anything like that, so. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. And actually what we're gonna do now is, this is kind of a cheater tip I use here for when I'm setting up an auger and then I have to take it back down again and stuff. We'll just take a board here. Actually what we need is 2 of them, because, but I'm gonna have to adjust this a little bit, so we'll set one there, and then, all right, there's another one. We don't need anything huge here, just kind of markers. So then, after I take this thing down here, I'll have kind of a little chalk mark for where my tire needs to be. And then that way I know I'm pretty close, but I'm gonna have to move this whole thing forward about a foot. So once I get this out of the way, I'm gonna move it a little bit. Hey there, BC, nice to see ya. Yeah, like I said, now we're actually going to take this thing down, then I'll set up the rest of it type of thing. We might actually set you guys looking at the back way here. That way you guys can kind of see, watch this thing as we take it down. If I can find somewhere for you to sit. I don't know, they didn't exactly design these old Farmall tractors for holding GoPros up. I don't know why. It's almost like GoPros weren't invented or something like that. There we go. That might work, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know if it's going to. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think that's going to work super well. You guys might just kind of have to have this little not quite as good view, but it's something. I think it's gonna maybe fall over. Where do we go here again? I'm actually gonna lift them up just a tiny bit more. That way we're not hanging up on anything. I'm gonna kind of just go forward far enough. We can get the auger set down. Going to be good enough. I'm going to run out here and check it quick. Yeah, oh yeah, we should be plenty clear of the bin there. So like I said, we're going to let this thing down, and I'll show you actually how we usually let this thing down, especially during harvest and stuff like that. So this is that little hole I was talking about in there, and this hole is pretty nice because then I can grab our hydraulic lever, and that is going to either move this thing up or down as the tractor starts rolling. That's kind of nice. Even though our parking brake's on, that's weird. Like I said, yeah, we're just going to let this thing back down here, so. And yeah, I guess I never even did mention that. I was kind of starting to talk about it, but yeah, the reason we don't leave our augers up, especially kind of this direction, so right now we kind of are pointed north and then south, but yeah, the reason we don't leave our augers up is because we do have our nasty winds in Montana here. And yeah, if we had a 30-mile-an-hour gust coming straight out of like the west, it could definitely blow an auger over. So that's, yeah, there's been people around here before that have lost lots of augers actually, because they leave them up overnight sitting in a bin or something, and then a high gust comes and it just tips one of these things right over because they're not super heavy. So And then we're actually going to shut this little guy in case it rains or anything like that. And yeah, this is pretty simple too, actually. Here, let's see if you guys can see it. Hold down on that. I'll just flip this guy out here, and all right. And our bin is closed, so yeah. And I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of wrap up the last things on this guy, and then we'll probably call that a stream. So just a few little tiny things we got to do here and there. First, I think we're going to shut the tractor off, actually. So how you actually shut these older tractors off is it's not just the key. So we shut the key off, that's not going to do it. These old manual tractors, not a lot of electronics, you actually got to use your throttle to kill the engine. So there's a little tiny point right here, and that's kind of the dead zone. So anything this way is off, and anything that way is sending fuel. So yeah, it's old manual style stuff here. Like I said, I think we're gonna get this guy hooked up as well here too. And yeah, we just have to jack this thing up a little tiny bit. We're gonna take the safety chain off of here, and then we can let this guy up and down. We got to shed all of our little kind of safety shields here as well too. That's one thing with fertilizer. We do always like to wash the auger out when we're done with it, because like I said, fertilizer is extremely corrosive on metal. And hopefully that's a good enough angle there. Here, we'll actually get a little bit closer. Okay, yeah, it's, man, you guys know way more about my tractors than I do, so yeah, it's honestly, I don't even really look at the horsepower or anything too much. It's like, it's kind of there. And no, actually, my uncle, well, he didn't really grade it. He just took a little 3-point for the tiny little John Deere tractor. But yeah, he did level everything off, which is really nice now, so. All right. We're gonna get this guy hooked up here. First off, we're gonna pull our little pin for our PTO holder. And what we're actually gonna do with this thing, we're gonna pull this whole thing out of here because it's usually ends up right in the way. And I cannot get that out, so we're gonna grab the old Leatherman here. Yeah, gotta show that on the live stream too. Good old Mr. Leatherman there. Always on my hip type of deal. All right, and there we go. There is our holder pulled apart. Honestly, farming is pretty much just like playing with big Legos all day. You're constantly taking things apart and putting them back together again, and makes it pretty interesting. All right, let's see. This thing's not lined up, so we have to get this lined up. But on some of these older tractors, it's not exactly easy. It's not like free spinning, so this guy needs a little bit of help. So what we do, put our vice grips on there. And then, actually, I'm going to look at that first. There we go. Need to get them lined up in the holes. We'll get this thing shoved on there. And there we go. We're good to go. Nice. All right. So yeah, this thing's pretty much ready to go, other than, actually, here, we'll do that quick. There we go. I had to crank up our hoist a little bit there. Now we can get that safety chain unhooked. It should be loose enough here. And actually, what I'll probably end up doing here too is maybe letting this thing down and then running it dry just in case there's any bird nests in here. We get all the bird nests out. But yeah, actually here, we'll pop over this way. Yeah, but anyways, thanks guys for watching. That'll probably be the end of the live stream here. I'm gonna check, make sure you guys didn't have any more questions. Let's see, our D17 has a fuel shut off. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's actually, that's how that red truck is, that Ford truck is like that too. You got to actually pull that plug out to kill the engine. Nope, so we'll use that same one for everything there, Josh. Yep, that is kind of our main auger. So yeah, whenever we're going in any tall bins, that's what this guy's for. And then we use our little like Brandt one for pulling out of the fertilizer bins here, or we use that yellow one too. So, and that yellow one's just a normal auger for pulling out of bins as well. Yep, exactly there, Magnum. Yep, we got the, what is it, 540, and oh, what is it? I forget what the other speed is. I know one's 540, and then the other one's something else type of thing. That's what Magnum's asking about. So yeah, on tractors, that's why they have the two different spline settings. So yeah, this is the same thing as this one, but it's a different speed type of thing. Nope, yeah, no keg. Yeah, we use this one auger for anything that's going inside of a bin, because it's the only long one we have other than that old yellow one, but it's kind of on its way out here. So, but yeah, guys, yeah, thanks again for watching. And actually, I think Mr. Bruce's Gaming might be live, so well, yeah, thank you for that, Eric, and yeah, appreciate you being here, buddy. And like I said, I think we're gonna go raid Bruce if he is alive here. Let's see here. Yep, there he is. All right. All right, there we go, guys. Yes, I got Bruce's live stream link in there. So yeah, thank you again, guys, for everybody watching. It was tons of fun, and man, I love doing these live streams, especially when they're pretty decent quality as well there too. So all right, we will see you guys later. Except I don't know how to shut this thing off now. That's the next thing here.